Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Ben from ShouldIGetIt.com, also from BenRevson.com. I'm a portrait and automotive photographer based in San Jose and Santa Barbara, California. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about my Flashpoint XPLOR 600 strobe. I've been using this on almost every shoot since August of 2016 now, so it's been over a year since I got this light. I'm absolutely loving it. This is long overdue, so I decided to finally make a video about it, tell you about my favorite modifiers, tell you about what I think of the light, the battery life, various things that I didn't necessarily think about when ordering, but I'm very glad I know now, and I want to share that with you in case you're thinking of ordering this light. Before I start this video, I want to say thank you to Manny Ortiz. Big shout out to him. Check out his channel. I'll have it linked in the description. He's made a couple of great videos using this light on high-speed sync. That's what really sold me on this. So as you can see here, I'm able to shoot with this light outdoors during bright sunlight and still shoot at a really shallow depth of field. So this shot right here of Lauren is at f2.0, shooting at a high shutter speed with the strobe, which is nearly impossible with many of the cheaper lights, and that's a really cool feature of this, the high-speed sync. You can shoot at up to 1/8,000th of a second with this. With most flashes, as you know, if you have a speed light, you can shoot about 1/200th or 1/250th of a second. So this is absolutely nuts, and it really changed my portraits for a while when I was shooting heavily with this. I've also shot cars with this, both indoors and outdoors, detail shots, full cars, during the nighttime, during the daytime. I use this in my studio when I shoot beauty portraits, and I've also used this outdoors to shoot people both in the day and the night. And you'll see a lot of samples throughout this video. So let's start with the actual build quality real quick. So as you can see, this is a pretty big unit right here. It weighs a little over 6 pounds. So you're gonna need a heavy duty light stand to hold it. This is a Manfrotto stand. It cost about $80 or $100, I can't recall. I actually bought it secondhand off a friend. But I'd recommend if you're ordering this and you have only cheap light stands, like $20 or $30 ones, step it up. You're gonna feel way more confident when you have this expensive and this heavy of a light on top of it. So you wanna get a really good stand if you don't have one already. Keep that in mind. Right here you can see on the side of it, you can angle down or up, pretty much whatever angle you want. You just lock it in, super easy to use handle. And then you tighten it onto a light stand like any other light down here. And then you have a little umbrella bracket. So if you want to shoot with an umbrella, you can, but I shoot with mostly all Bowens mount accessories. So this does have a Bowens mount on it. This reflector right here, it's a 7-inch reflector, I believe, is included with it. As you can see, it just takes a second to pop into place right there. And then we have the unlock slider on the other side of the light. So you can see all you have to do is unlock, twist whatever reflector or cap or light modifier you have on there, and then you take it off and you swap a new one back onto it, and it's super quick and easy to use. You guys can see on the side here there's a display with multiple settings, so you can change high-speed sync on or off. You can see how much battery you have left. You can change what channel and group you're in. You can also turn beep on or off. You can turn the modeling light on or off, so you can see right here, there's 3 levels, so this is level 1, level 2, and level 3. And what's really nice is that this is an LED bulb in here. You'll be able to see it when I turn it off. So it doesn't kill a lot of battery, so you can pretty much leave this on during your shoots all the time. And this way, if you're shooting at night, or if you want to light paint a car with this, you totally can. Super easy to do. And then again, just pop whatever modifier you want onto there and you're good. So let me turn this off and tell you about the battery life really quick. So the battery, you can see, just slides off right here. It's got this little tab on the bottom to keep it locked in. I only have one battery. I thought I was gonna have to buy a second one for sure, but this battery lasts for so long that I've never been stressed out about only having one, which is really nice. So you guys can see right here, you hit the button on the top and it's got these 4 lights. So it's got the red one if you're low on battery, and then green for 50%, 75%, 100%. So right now it's fully charged, and this lasts for 500 full power flashes, and I usually shoot probably around half power, so I can have this thing shoot 1,000 frames and be totally fine. So I usually can go a month or so before I have to charge it for my next series of shoots. So that's really awesome. The battery is a little bit heavy, it takes about 3 or 4 hours to charge with the included charger, but the battery life is absolutely fantastic. I usually do have the modeling light on if I'm shooting at sunset or later. There's not a whole ton of light out, and it's super convenient to have. And of course, the beauty of it is that with this light, you don't have to have anything dangling from it because the receiver is built in. So when we take the transmitter that goes on top of your camera, we take that and we hit the test button, you can see that this thing fires super quickly, and there's nothing dangling out of it. So that means I can put this on a C-stand, put it wherever, have an assistant hold it, and there's nothing dangling, no pocket wizards or random plugs into the sync port, which is super nice. And then this is included. This just goes on top of the camera, and it's super convenient. So here on the back of the transmitter, you can see that there are various groups. Hopefully this will focus here. And you can change the groups by sliding using the jog dial on the side. So let me move that there. You can see there's group A, group B, and group C. And so if I want to change group B and do manual mode, all I have to hit is group, and then I can either change the power and then hit group again, or I can hit mode, and this will turn off the 2 dashes, or I can go to TTL, and then I can change the exposure compensation to 0, or up to 3 or 2 or 1, and it's pretty much third stop increments, which is really, really nice. Also, another nice feature is that on the front you have the switch here for the infrared beam. So if you're shooting at night, it's a little dark, it will shoot infrared and make your autofocusing work a little bit better, which is really nice. This is included. It's a $50 value, they say. It was part of the package. I think I paid $700 or $750 for this light with the transmitter. It's totally awesome. Battery life, I haven't changed the batteries in this since I bought it in August of last year, so it's been really fantastic. And as you can see, it fits nicely onto my D800 up here. So there you go. That's all you have to do. You screw it on, and then when you turn the camera on, and then you take a picture, it'll flash right there. So I had a super long exposure, but again, you just hit it, and the flash goes off, no problems at all. And then you just turn the trigger off and you're good. So the light is absolutely fantastic. It's very, very convenient that it doesn't have anything dangling off it. You don't have to have a power cord plugged in. You don't have to have your pocket wizards or anything plugged in. Everything just works, and it works very well. And the TTL metering is absolutely fantastic. So what that means is that if you've shot with a speed light on top of your camera that has TTL, you know that if you're taking a picture, let's say outside, and you need to overpower the sun, instead of going to manual mode and going full 1-to-1 power, it will actually just read the light through your lens using whatever metering mode you're in, right? So you can do like spot meter or whatnot, and then it will meter for that, and it'll change the light. And from there, you can adjust with exposure compensation. And of course, if you want, you can control manually how much power, either by using the remote control here on the trigger, or by actually just changing the dial right here. So you can see you can go from 1-256 to 1-1 full power right there, which is awesome. So this light is absolutely fantastic. It puts out a lot of power, and you are able to overpower the sun with this, which is really cool. And the high-speed sync, like I mentioned, lets you shoot at really shallow depths of field, still using the strobes, which is awesome. Now I want to talk about the carrying case with you guys. So it's nice. It's included in the package for the price on Adorama. So the carrying case fits the actual light. So this portion right here, it fits this reflector, the 7-inch. It fits the battery pack. It also fits the charger. It fits my diffusion panel for my 48-inch Octabox. And it can fit my camera with the 50mm lens, or it can fit my camera charger on there. So if I really want, if I'm confident that I'm only going to need one lens and one light and the reflector, I can go with just that pack and I'm good. But most of the time, I shoot with this modifier right here. So as you guys can see, I swapped on the 48-inch Octabox. You can see it's pretty massive, but still fairly lightweight, very convenient, and this is what I use 90% of the time, I'd say. So if I'm shooting a car, sometimes I'll go with the 7-inch reflector, or I will go bare bulb, but if I'm shooting portraits or detail shots of cars, I will usually use this modifier right here. You can see it's open in the front right now, but I do have a diffusion panel that just Velcros onto the front, and it is super convenient. So this is my setup for lighting 90% of the time. If I'm not shooting natural light, I'm shooting with the Godox Flashpoint XPLOR 600 and the Godox 48-inch Octo, and that is the setup. So hopefully you guys got a little bit out of this review. Hopefully you like the sample images. If you want to see more, I'll have a link down on my website, or a lot of the photos on my Instagram were shot with this at Ben Revson Photography or at a car photographer. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, but hopefully this helped you out. If you've been curious about getting this light, I highly recommend it. Should you get it? Yes, yes, yes. And I appreciate you watching this video. Hope to see you in the next one, and please make sure you subscribe below or click right here in the circle. Peace.